Hi, it's Elaine Collier. I'm here with the 8 times world memory champion Dominic O'Brien, and we're doing a quick question and answer this afternoon. And the question I've got for you today is, how has the sport of memory developed over the years?
Well, it's come a long, long way since the early days. 1991 was the very first World Memory Championships. There were 7 of us. Tony called us the Magnificent Seven, but we were all British. The following year, we had somebody, I think, from Germany. The Germans then started to emerge and they became dominant in the sport. And I remember thinking in round about the year 2000, sooner or later, the Chinese are going to pick up on this sport because their language, particularly in the Far East, is sort of ready-made for coding information because it's very pictorial, the language. And I thought they'd be naturals at it. And I was proved right. The Chinese have come to dominate the sport. Not just the Chinese, but the Mongolians as well. And we've even got North Korea, who took part last year. Mm-hmm. So I think the languages have got something to do with it. The other thing that's developed as well, that it's been a very male-dominated sport up until 2 years ago. And I never really understood why women hadn't emerged, hadn't become world champions. One of them came second a few years ago. And I thought maybe it's a testosterone thing. It's men like to compete more than women. But 2 years ago, the very first female won the World Memory Championships in China. And she was one of twins, Mongolian. And she was only 18 years old. And she broke a number of records. One of them was very impressive. She'd attempted to memorize, I think, 37 decks of playing cards. This is an 18-year-old girl from Mongolia. And she ended up, after hours, I think, memorizing 31, which broke her world record. And the spooky thing is that her twin sister is equally as good as her. She just didn't happen to win that year. And then in Hong Kong last year, in 2018, the world champion out of a field of over 300 people was won by a 14-year-old Chinese girl. 14-year-old. And she beat, well, we have competitors from 37 countries now. And she can memorize a deck of cards in less than 30 seconds. So I think the competitors are getting younger. They're getting more female. And they're sort of running away from me now. For me to try and compete against that sort of standard, I have to be training probably 6 to 10 hours a day. So it's really warming to see that this is, becoming worldwide now. We're just opening up Russia as well. We've had an American world champion. It's really taking off in the Middle East as well. So it's just truly international sport, mental sport.
It is. It's truly one of those sports that unites the planet together. Thank you very much, Dominic.